Hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, I was just reading a story about the young lady that was missing in Lawrence, and they had put a missing out on her, but they found her body. They said investigation continues into the case of Lawrence mother found in Havisville. An investigation continues into the death of a Lawrence, Massachusetts mother who was found dead after she was declared missing last week. While investigators said they anticipate murder charges for the suspect in this case, none has been filed yet. Christian, 35, was arraigned on witness intimidation charges after Carol was found dead in the Lake Conservation Area in Havens Hill on Tuesday, according to the Essex District Attorney Paul Tucker. Tucker and Christian will likely face a murder charge once a medical examiner completes an autopsy on Carol. As as of Monday morning, the DA office said they had not yet received any official updates on the case of death from the medical examiners. The 35-year-old, the 30, oh, I keep saying 35, 37-year-old Carol was last seen on surveillance camera. Mm-hmm. They saw her. You have cameras in your building. What made him think that he was going to get away with this? Entering Christian's apartment in the building where she lived with her two children and her mother. Prosecutor said in court she made the sign of a cross when she entered, as an assistant DA said, but she was never seen exiting. So you already know, like, like me myself, I'm gonna do say that. Like sometimes, when I do it every day, I ain't gonna lie. When I leave my building, when I get downstairs, I do make a cruise because you want to make it back. You know, nothing happens to you when you go. You want to make it back, so where you live. So that's normal. That's pretty normal. I see a lot of people do that. So anyway, however, data from her cell phone shows it began moving away from the apartment building on Broadway at the same time Christian was seen leaving it with a wagon, a beach cart that appeared to be filled with clothes. This guy's a nut. Prosecutor said his phone started moving towards Havens Hill, where her body would later be found Tuesday. Oh my God. Christian Christian allegedly misled investigators about where he was at the time frame of Carol disappearance, according to prosecutors. In two different interviews, he said he drove to a barbershop, parking on Trenton Street, but never went in because he was feeling sick. Yeah, you just murdered somebody. You should have been sick. But city cameras showed he didn't park on Trenton Street at the time, and data from the cell phone allegedly showed him in Havens Hill, where when he said he was parked in Lawrence. A not guilty plea was entered on Christian's behalf, and a court appointed attorney asked the judge for the time to investigate the claims made by the prosecutor. The judge ordered ordered the judge ordered he be held pending a hearing in a week. That's right. Keep his behind locked up. And impound investigation documents at the prosecutor's request, a to prevent any impelling their ongoing investigation, which they anticipate brings to the grand jury. The community gathered for a visual to remember Carol on Thursday. She was remembered as a kind person who spent time caring for people. She was a person who took care of families, said her boss, Denise. She loved her job as a home health aide. Vasquez said, that's her friend, and her patients are devastated. All of the clients remember her as a loving person, said her friend, Vasquez, and she built a good relationship with them all. See, just what I said the other day. People feel like, when they hurt, that person, that's it. No, you hurt the whole family. You understand? She had 2 loving children. She had her mother, like her mom. Like, dude, you lived in the building. Wish you was stalking her. But you know what? They said they seen her go, excuse me, into the apartment, and she made a cross. I believe she felt something. You know what I'm saying? I believe she felt something. And I don't believe she was having any type of relationships with him. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. I believe she probably had asked him something. Well, he asked her something, and she said, I'll see when I get back, whatever like that. And she knocked on the door, not knowing that he had other plans. You know what I'm saying? He was the devil behind that door. But I don't believe that she was involved with this guy. This guy is just evil. Pure evil. Yes. He was just pure evil. You can see it on his face. He want to look innocent. He not. This is her and him. Looks are deceiving. Yes, they are. Looks are deceiving, y'all. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go. We're going to pray for her 2 children and her mom and her friends and family. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so sorry that this happened to her, but it's people, they out here. Devil busy, man, I tell you. And there are masses over their faces. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like, a person that would just do something like that. I'm just saying, like, looks are deceiving. But anyway, y'all, my heart goes out to the family. I'm so sorry this happened. And stay strong. And I'm going to go hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Peace.
Bail for a man charged in connection with the death of a mother from Lawrence. Yesterday at 5, we told you she was missing, and sadly hours later learned her body had been found in Haverhill. Boston 25 News reporter Bob Ward is live outside of Lawrence District Court tonight, and Bob, surveillance cameras and cell phone data, played a major role in this case.
Mark, we heard some very disturbing details about this case in court today. The victim described as a very personable, friendly mother of 2, and now her next-door neighbor is charged in connection with her death. 35-year-old Christian Montero arraigned in Lawrence District Court in the case of Carol Flas-Burgo, a 37-year-old Lawrence mother of 2, found dead in a Haverhill Park Tuesday afternoon. She had been missing since Saturday morning. The 2 lived in the same apartment building. A prosecutor said a hallway surveillance camera recorded the victim's final moments as she entered the suspect's apartment.
When officers observed Ms. Burgos walking into the apartment, she appeared to be texting, making the sign of a cross when she entered.
Authorities say the victim was never seen leaving that apartment. However, the same hallway camera recorded the suspect.
They did, however, observe about 2 hours later the defendant, Christian Montero, to be leaving the apartment complex with a wagon, a beach cart that appeared to be filled with clothes.
At the time Montero pulled the wagon filled with clothes, investigators say the victim's cell phone moved. It was pinged in the Haverhill area. A Mass State Police canine found Carol Flas-Burgo buried beneath a pile of leaves in a Haverhill Park. Christian Montero is charged with giving false information to investigators. They said he lied about going to a Lawrence barbershop after he left the apartment. City surveillance cameras, authorities say, reveal he was never there.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock. I'm like, what was the reason? So we don't know yet.
It's touched everybody. You know, she's a mother. So everybody was hoping to include the police department. They wanted to bring this to a happy ending. But at the very minimum, we find ourselves being able to bring them justice.
Well, right now, the suspect is only charged with misleading investigators, but that could change. The district attorney said last night that the charge here could be upgraded to murder. Right now, the suspect is ordered held without bail. He's due back here in court next week for a dangerousness hearing. Reporting live from Lawrence.